Hey guys, welcome to Gamers Depot. This is the third episode of our series called Loud, or Let Out Your Doubts. On every episode, I answer 3 of your questions from the many you have to ask. If you want to get yours answered too, leave it in the comments as fast as possible. Now moving on to our first question, which was asked by Aditya Pandir, twice in 2 different videos. He has been confused over the Xbox One or the PS4 for a while. Now most of you know I'm not really a console guy, and my videos explain that. But if you really wanna go for the console even after seeing this video, then well maybe I can give you an idea over which one to pick. The PS4 has a 50% larger GPU. It uses the newer GDDR5 memory rather than the old DDR3 memory used by the Xbox One, and has an overall great sleeky design, whereas the Xbox One looks like an 80s VCR. Also, the Kinect doesn't seem to me as being worth the extra $100. But everything does not go for the PS4. It is notorious for having heating issues. Also, it consumes a lot more power and is more noisy than the Xbox One. But their performance comes down to how developers use the hardware efficiently. So all in all, both consoles have fairly matching specs and performance. I mean, one of them is better than the other on one aspect, but it evens out when you look at the bigger picture. There are many different types of bundles available for you to choose from. Also, the Xbox S is releasing this August, and the Xbox Elite bundle seems good too. The PS4 also comes with AAA titles such as Batman Arkham Knight and GTA 5. I will leave a link to all great Xbox One and PS4 deals you can find in the description, so do check them out. Now moving on to our next question, asked by Go Gamer. He asked if he can fit one AMD and one Nvidia card in a PC. Now guys, till this very date, most opposite brand cards would compete rather than collaborate and give lesser than expected performance. So for most times, a multi-card setup is recommended from either of the brands, not both. Either you can go for an SLI configuration or a Crossfire one. Now recently, many of you may have heard about the Microsoft DirectX 12, which packs in some extra serious features. But one of them is it can allocate some part of the screen to a single GPU while on a multi-GPU setup. So now the GPUs would not compete, rather collaborate and give better performance, even if they are of different brands. But this will only be available if you have DirectX 12, a Windows 10 machine, both the cards are DirectX 12 supportive, and the games you are playing have been optimized and released for DirectX 12 by the developer. But the great games coming these days do have DirectX 12 support. But getting such a setup now can be very restricting, because playing only DirectX 12 games is just a narrow catalog of great games the PC platform has to offer. But a SLI or Crossfire config is always better than the different brand configurations. Also, my advice goes as far as to avoid multi-GPU configurations, even SLI and Crossfire. Go for one even high-end GPU. Like if you're planning on a GTX 1070 SLI, rather go for a GTX 1080. And one more important myth some people may believe in: GPU VRAMs don't add up. 2 8GB cards won't make 16GB. GPUs are not like RAM, that you stack 2 of them and the amount doubles. So keep these things in mind while shopping for a GPU. If you have any doubts, leave them down in the comments. Next, moving on to our third question, or shall I say a debate. Many of you, and by that I mean more than I expected, commented as if AMD is complete shit and Intel is almost always a better option. Now this is a common consumer myth, that Intel are upper tier products while AMD is second tier. Same goes for the GPU market. People get an image that Nvidia cards are way superior than AMD ones, but that's the hype these brands have, which seriously may not be true. The truth, however, is quite deep, and often on budget builds, which I think most of you are interested in, seeing how interactive you are in the 40 to 50,000 builds, AMD is a better choice. Because what AMD gives is a whole lot of features packed in smaller costs. Now I strictly support these brands competing head to head, and many people were feeling completely stupid buying an AMD processor. One even said, no one here has bought an AMD CPU from whom I can get a review from. But I have seen a whole array of both Intel and AMD CPUs, and they both seem fine and almost identical performances. And if I can save $100 with non-noticeable dip in performance, I would surely do it. And no, I am neither an AMD fanboy nor have AMD paid us to say this. And I can agree with most of you that Intel can also be a better choice. And the high single core performance and low TDP are also important aspects while deciding on the CPU. Let's keep the discussion going in the comments. Also, people not only supported Intel, some hated it as well. Now, as always, we'll keep the discussion going in the comments. Do watch our other videos, leave your questions for the next Loud, and subscribe if you haven't already. That's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Let it go, make my body go. Take our bodies high.